Hello everyone, welcome to a very rainy Havant. This is Havant on the Portsmouth Direct Line. Well, I won't be focusing on that route today, but I'll be focusing on this train. So as you can see in front of me, it is a Class 158. Now, at the moment in Train Simulator, there's at least 4 different versions of the Class 158 that you can get. And they're all based off the same model, but each one has slight differences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back all the way back in time to the first Class 158 you can get, and you can also get it now as the Class 158 DMU add-on. But I want to show you what it's like, go through it a little bit and compare it with the other Class 158s over a set of videos. So this video will focus mainly on the Class 158 DLC add-on, which was the first version of the Class 158. So as you can see, it's not a bad model. We have a quick look around. Sounds are okay. Have a look at the door animations, for example. Let's go down here. Seems to be a crowd of people waiting to get on the train, which is quite typical, really, isn't it? Because normally you'll find that on station platforms, everyone seems to congregate just to one door. And here we go. First thing someone does is look at his watch. Yes, I've held him hostage on this train for at least 10 minutes. Oh, and they've all vanished. But yeah, as you can see, the doors animation was quite quick on this train. Let's go back down to the front. So let's have a look at the headlights. Now the headlights you can operate inside the cab as well. There's two types of headlight you can have. The rear light, the red, and the front one, daylight. If we go inside, the cab's not too bad. With the original version of the Class 158 though, you find that there's not much functionality here. The lights, you can't do anything with the lights. Just have the standard controls. You have the reverser, you have the brakes over here, and you have the throttle. Make sure I put that back to the middle one. Then you have the throttle like that. So that's basically it. There's no little, nothing really going on here. You can change the lights inside here as well. As you can see, there's no rain effects on the windows. You get the wipers, but there's not any rain that appears on the wipers. That's one reason why I had this quick drive set up for rain as well, just so you can see. You do have a passenger view, which isn't a bad passenger view, to be honest. Quite good. Very true to life. Go back to the cab, and then let's go to walkthrough mode. Yeah, as you can see, the texturing here isn't so good. The train driver looks like he wants to play on a keyboard. As we walk through the train, you can see that the passengers are very low res, not very well textured or well modelled, very low polygons. But this add-on originally came out in 2009, so yeah, or maybe even earlier, maybe about 2008, 2009. So this is probably a reason why the passengers aren't very detailed, because obviously those routes and that were very limited on frames and things like that, and computers weren't so powerful as they were today, for example, and graphics cards weren't as powerful. So all these kind of things have to be taken into consideration. And so yeah, most people still would have been using Windows XP, for example, as well. Really no Windows 2000. So yeah, have a look at the other detailing around the roofs. This particular textured model, quite shiny. And as you can see, you can hear my dogs barking in the background. Great. Anyway, so let's mute the background sound now and let's have a look at the original manual that came with this route. So as you can see, labelled as railsimulator.com. Little bit of an introduction about the Class 158. It was the model for Train Simulator was made by a person called Ben Laws. It gives you a little information about that. A little bit of background on the train itself, the history of the Class 158. And then we have deliveries that you can get in Train Sim with this Class 158 DLC pack. You get a Sprinter Express, which is based on regional railways, I believe. They probably had licensing issues, so they couldn't logo and livery, etc. And then we got a Trans-Pennine Express version, and as you can see, they just call it maroon and gold. Then they have a green and black version, which is a Central Trains version, and then you have a blue and purple version, which is based on Northern Trains. Now, my version should have some scenarios, and I still have those scenarios, but I believe that if you buy the add-on pack now, you don't get any scenarios at all with it. Looking at reviews that I read on the Steam page, where people can write reviews about the DLC, etc., it does seem as if you bought it fairly recently, as in like the last year or so, the scenarios were removed. It's probably because the scenarios were originally for routes which came with Rail Simulator at the time, but then as later versions came out, those routes weren't available anymore, and you had to purchase an add-on. So I think that's why they've removed. Here's, for example, is information about, if you're making your own scenarios. It tells you what you can do to obviously have the board set up, the destination board. For example, on this train at the moment, it will say, I believe. So yeah, in a way, that's kind of correct. It would go to Salisbury, but it would be going on to Cardiff. But this is just a quick drive scenario, which I've just set up. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite handy stuff there. Lots of routes, lots of destinations you can put in. Yeah, it explains exactly how it is. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I just thought it'd be interesting to see if there's any differences in physics with the newer versions versus the old ones. So what I'm going to do now is just change back to the train view. So we're now in the cab again. So what we're going to do, I'm going to do a little test. So hopefully, as I run this quick drive scenario with the different models of trains, with the different versions, it'd be interesting to see, if the physics change for the braking acceleration. Hopefully, I can start exactly the same place. Otherwise, it would just be a bit worthless not doing it. So we'll see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the train to full reverser mode and add the sound, obviously, because that would be a bit stupid if I didn't actually add the sound. So you can actually get to hear what the sound of the add-on is like. Now, Armstrong Powerhouse do a Class 158 add-on pack, sound pack, so it might be good to get that. What I will do in future is I will be installing that sound pack again, so that you can compare sound from this version of the default sounds from the actual add-ons compared to the one from the Armstrong Powerhouse pack. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it into 100% straight away, and then when we get to 60, I'll then add the emergency brake, and then we'll see roughly how long it takes to accelerate to 60 and stop, and then we'll compare it over different videos, and hopefully we'll get an idea of if physics have changed at all the model as well. Let's see. I have to make sure it's raining as well. Everything will be set up exactly the same, so well, hopefully that'll be good. Let's have a look then. So let's do warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Now we do have a 40 speed limit coming up soon, but we will be speeding for that, but that's okay. We won't derail. Now I do believe that the sound for the different Class 158s you can purchase on Train Simulator now hasn't changed, but we'll obviously be able to compare that over the different videos, I guess. So our first stop will be Bedhampton. Well, we'll actually be stopping, but it'll be interesting to see what speed we reach when we get to the platform. Yeah, we reached the platform about, whenever level crossing about 50. So we're probably going to get between these two bridges, I think. I'm almost at 60 now, so I'll just put the fall down now. Cool. It won't stop, so I'm going to do emergency brakes then. It's like an episode of Top Gear, isn't it? Top Train. There we go, so we'll just have a quick look outside, yeah. So yeah, try and memorise that viewpoint. As we have YouTube, it's very easy for us to view there. So yeah, let's go outside again. Yeah, the other thing that this version does have is its also smoke as well, I believe, although it's not in a very good place. I believe there was. Okay, yeah, there was some exhaust smoke, I'm sure it is. So it's covered up by the no, I believe there was some exhaust smoke, I'm sure there was. But yeah. Anyway, just going to zoom out, as you can see, just want to, so we can see where the train was parked. But yeah, I do believe there was exhaust smoke. This is unfortunately kind of hiding now because of this bridge, I guess. So yeah, so what I'll do now is I'm going to end this video, and then we'll do a part 2. And the part 2 will be the Class 158 that comes with the Settle to Carlisle route, which will be a Northern Trains livery Class 158. So, thanks for watching this video. See you in part 2. Bye for now.